Nobody is coming to save you. Welcome, you guys. My name is King Ink. You can just call me Ink. And I'm having a Marie Callender's chicken pot pie. And I wanted to rant about something because I just want you guys to know where my standpoint is on this topic, but getting to explain myself. So creamy, delectable, savory as fuck. I get the Costco pack. They end up being like, what, $1 each? Oh my gosh. Nobody's gonna come save you. And I say that as somebody who grew up in a very aggressive, competitive household. Our grades were number one. I know they may have tried to say that no, that's not what it was, but it definitely always was that. Everything was very conditional. Things were aggressive. It was argumentative. And it was just not peaceful. Can't get a word in. And me being a kid who was always sensitive, but just wanting to be understood and understand and make sure that I can have like clear conversations with people, this would get me into a lot of trouble because people would think I'm a smartass. So whatever, this spiraled into me not being able to really rely on the people that were closest to me. I moved out when I was 17 from Florida all the way here to California now. Moved back in 2019. It's been a good while now. And I'm definitely learning and going at my own pace. And I knew this was going to happen. Because I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, the phrasing where they're like, oh, well, the adults in my life at the time said this, that, and I didn't believe them. Now I do. I'm sorry, this is not one of those stories. I understood that I was going to get to this point. I was partially at that point already, where I needed to be realistic with myself, because if I didn't get my ass in gear and locked the fuck in and did something with my life to save myself, nobody else was going to do it. And to experience that, I don't even know if it would be an aspect of ego death, I don't fucking know, around the age of 12, 10, it's kind of like a lot. To be in an environment where you're definitely growing and still experiencing, and again, from me, just being very curious about things, wanting to ask a lot of questions, struggling because adults would think I'm a smartass or something for asking too many questions or just genuinely trying to have something explained. It sucked. It was really bad, and that's why I had to get out of there. But my point is, even now, as being moved out, nobody's gonna fucking save you, okay? Like, we are in some rough times. And this isn't like a sugar-coated type video. Because I always try to sugarcoat comforting people I care about. But sometimes we need that realistic voice of reason, because I won't lie, this is how I sound in my head a bit more. Just like, this life that I have right now is something I dreamed of as a kid. Because I was plotting, wanting to move out, run away. They both happened from when I was like 13. It was inevitable. But if you don't take the action that you need to propel your life forward, nobody's gonna help you. Nobody's gonna help you. And if you continue to think that if you just sit there doing the same exact routine every single day, that you think one day the result is just going to be different, you're not going to go anywhere. Don't get me wrong, take into account people with executive dysfunction. I'm not going to say that I don't struggle with things and that I procrastinate and that I prolong pain for longer than I have to. I overthink, I burn myself out in the worst way, and I waste my own time. And it happens. So I'm not saying that, oh, do it right now and it's going to be linear forever. No. The comfort side is still continue to try, because at least that little wiggle of motion that you do one day, and then the next day you do it again, and then the next day you do it again, you slowly start actually knocking things off of your list, you know, like either your to-do list, the chores that you have to get done in your house, the steps that you need to take to apply to that new job, the steps that you need to take to study for that test, the steps that you need to take to figure out how the fuck you're gonna rent a U-Haul. Okay? At the end of the day, nobody else is gonna save you. Nobody. And don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna say that after the sun goes down, I don't think of this sometimes on accident in a negative way. I'm like, oh my god, nobody's coming to save me. After I cry it out, whatever, that's fine. Cry it out. Have some lime time. Just squeeze it out, whatever. But then after, oh wait a minute, I guess nobody is gonna do it, so I might as well do it. I know definitely it's like the experience of experiencing free will, but I just knew that this journey was impending and that it would be hard. So I just want to tell you guys, taking a step every single day is really just how you got to do it. You got to say fuck it to any expectation of being good at it the first time. Fuck all that. You won't. And even if you think you're good at it, if you continue to persist at it, you're going to be like an expert. So even if you want to say, I did that on the first try, you still gotta master the skill. So Keep that in mind, you guys. Such whack reality to experience things so individually. Not having the systems that you need to be able to express the feelings that you gotta express. It is hard. It is hard. That's why I want you guys to understand that I'm very sensitive, worried, and emotional about these topics. But also at the same time, me recording a whole really harsh pep talk is also me trying to get the fuck to lock in, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of everywhere. But if I don't do the things that I enjoy doing, because I enjoy doing to-do lists. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do what I do. But if it works for you, hell, we're doing it together. To-do lists worked for me. Some journaling works for me. I think I've been doing once a week, and honestly, I feel satisfied for now. And it's something, now I journal. Now I can say I journal. Even if I end up journaling for once a month, that's still more than I have ever done in my life. Sometimes you gotta explode any expectation of any value, any metric, any measurement that you had about anything that you were about to attempt. Don't count it, okay? Just fucking try it. Just like every now and then you gotta look at yourself and you gotta be like, all right, come on. Steps are there. You just are being a bit stubborn sometimes. And that's okay. That's okay. I don't know everything. I don't know the steps to everything. I need to ask Google. I need tutorials. I look things up. And that's how you get shit done. Because you ask questions. But you have to do it, because if you don't do it, you're fucked, okay? You're fucked. Nobody's gonna come save you. It's just you. You are alone in this. If you have a support system, use it. But if they are unavailable, you should not have zero support backed up. Support yourself, okay? That's gonna be it for today, you guys. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. I care about each and every one of you guys. This is a talk that I also need to focus on as well, and I hope you guys have a great one.